Hey everyone, this is Jay. Welcome to Nire. I'm your faithful DM.
Hi, I'm Amy, playing Bijou, the High Elf Glamour Bard.
Hi, my name's Andrew. I'm playing Reeve Fadeyevich Kolosevsky, the Paladin Hill Dwarf.
I'm Ian. I play Harold. He is a Fearbulk druid.
And I'm Erin. I play Tatsuo, the Human Samurai.
Harold, I guess, he's going through some changes, taking things.
Well, he's a big boy now.
Yeah. All right. Well, so where we left off, everyone was in the low keep, and you saw the yellow clouds, and you saw them stretch across the whole country. So we'll pick up from there. The yellow clouds covered the entire world. For 3 months, they floated in the sky, blocking out the sun and raining intermittently, causing any intelligent creature caught in the storm to go into the rage you had seen before. Countries quickly took new measures, locking doors, fences, and gates to protect their citizens. Any travel outside was banned. Some races and nations took this very well and barely had any casualty from the rains, while others did not. The gnome population in Turing was hit very hard, bringing the population down to a quarter of what it once was. Moonlake fell as well, with only the tower in the middle standing intact upon a red lake. Then, as soon as they arrived, the clouds passed. People left their shelters and saw the sun again, and it was good for a short time. Family members were buried and mourned, trade and shipments began to pick up. Armies and mercenaries from many countries were sent out to gather up any rage-filled creatures that still remained. Communication between allied leaders resumed. Everything seemed to be going back to normal for a week or two. Then the armies came. Thousands of halflings in gray uniforms seemed to hit almost every city at once. With their populations hit hard, Turing and Moonlake were the first to fall and be taken over. The mixed metropolitan areas were easy to control as well, with Greenhorn, Ironglass, and Ortan quickly becoming controlled by the halflings. In each instance, a sort of governor was placed over a city, collecting taxes, issuing curfews, and they all ruled with a strong military grip. The few cities that were able to lock their gates and prevent invasion were laid siege to. In all occupied cities, wanted posters started to be hung, offering enormous bounties for members of the party known as the Delivery Service for the murder of a prince. Now we're going to kind of pick up with each person individually because this whole process went over about 3 years. So let's start with Reeve. What has Reeve been up to in the past 3 years? How did he take the whole rain situation and what's been going on with him?
Well, after the rain subsided, where we were initially, I went home to Soft Hill, and I left the group because I was, obviously wanting to check in on my family. So I went back home and found that I guess they had stayed inside, from what I gathered, and I helped them in the efforts after the rains, and then when the siege started, I started training up. Well, I with a couple other people, I helped build a shrine to Ocrius. It's kind of like a temple, and at this temple I trained predecessors, young dwarves to align themselves with Ocrius and to help form a I guess like a knight, I don't know if it's knight would be a correct term, but kind of like Knights of Ocrius, like
more Templars, basically.
yeah, exactly, like Templars. So we, just righteous warriors, and we all studied, trained, and gathered at the Temple of Ocrius that we built. And I also kind of developed a sense of, kind of got used to my curse, my friend, my little imp friend that followed me around. And we kind of came to an understanding. that we're here.
You just have to deal with each other.
Yeah, that's just how it is. A lawful evil thing versus a lawful good thing. Like we just, you know.
It's like a real odd couple. What hijinks will they get up to this week?
He was a busy businesswoman. She was sorry. Straighten that up. It's like a sitcom. Anyway.
And so you've been kind of like hanging out with your brother, Duran.
Yeah.
I'm shocked he's still alive. I feel like every time we turn around, one of Reeves' relatives gets killed.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, we've been hit enough. It's not going to happen anymore.
Well, actually, you did lose a few cousins in the.
Oh. Oh, that's okay. I wasn't really close to them anyway.
So
What's wrong with you?
last time you guys were in Soft Hill, the politics were a little bit, getting a little bit testy, and there was a lot like some whispers of an uprising and things like that. But the whole siege and then the whole like catastrophe kind of brought everyone back together, and Duran really stepped up and kind of took that leadership role and helped take care of the people, and the people of the city really respect you a lot more now because you're kind of helping build this army to defend the city and stuff like that. So it may have been a little bit testy when you first got there, but I think now it feels very like communal, and you're held in like very high esteem there, which has not happened for a really long time.
Okay.
Bijou, what have you been up to?
All right. So Bijou has continued to use their strengths in communicating and diplomacy, even as things were tense and armies came and took over. It sort of pushed Bijou into having to learn how to move about unseen as opposed to standing out in front of everybody. So Bijou worked with what is the wood elf representative's name that was in Lowkeep?
Krisra.
So Bijou worked with Krisra, as she's a wood elf, to kind of learn to be a little bit sneakier and continued sort of running between the allied nations, running communication and gathering intelligence, kind of doing small resistance acts, scouting things out and reporting back, and also trying to use my speaking skills, my motivational speaking skills, to encourage people to join the resistance against the armies and help people recruit, so that we can stand up to them.
What about sorry, I completely forgot with Andrew. Game wise, have you gotten anything like from leveling up? Everyone is at level 10 now, so is there anything like cool that you're excited about that you've gotten?
Yeah, there's quite a bit of spells.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got here. I can go to the list if you want.
I mean, you don't have to tell us everything, but
Yeah, but I mean, there's quite a bit of spells I've learned. A couple new smites. Do some smoting.
How many spells do you know?
I mean, I know a bunch. God, I got cat hair in my face.
How many slots you got?
show us the slots.
I've got. How many slots do I have? Oh God, let me.
It's not that important.
I just minimized my character sheet. I can get
It's extremely important, actually. I've got 15.
I've got. I don't have that many slots, but my spells are pretty powerful. So I've got.
That's how you use them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right. Yeah. How many level 5 slots you got?
I've got 9. I've got 9 spells total, or 9 slots total.
All level 5s?
No, I don't have any level 5s.
Oh, I got 2. Man.
Ooh, we haven't gotten to you yet, Ian.
I'm not going to be discussing what they are.
Why don't you wait your turn?
Yeah, that's fair. I'll wait.
Okay.
Amy, game-wise mechanics, anything you want to share about where Bijou's at?
Yeah, Bijou has taken 3 levels of rogue and has taken on the scout archetype. And I'm really excited about that. I think it's a natural progression for Bijou to work extra hard and not getting hit. So I've got some cunning actions. I can now sneak attack. I can now be a nightmare for you, Jay. So, yeah, I'm very excited about that.
I got to start thinking about where everyone is even more.
Yeah, I know, because I can move 60 feet in one turn just as a bonus action.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty cool.
All right, Harry and Tatsuo.
Harold.
I'm sorry.
He's
Thank
had
you.
a name change.
What have y'all been up to?
Living on the land, I've been traveling a lot. Tatsuo has been partnering up with me, and we've been a dynamic duo lately. We do have monthly vacations where we like to go to the Fae and just kind of chill for about a week or so. We have our areas, our go-to
For
spots.
a week.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, a couple days sometimes, but, it depends on how we feel, how rough life's been to us, Sometimes the Fae treats us right, It's I can't argue that. Yeah.
Is that all you were gonna say?
I mean, I did raise my baby dragon. It's still rather young, but I still have her, Judy. Very kind girl.
I have a question for you, Ian.
For me or my character?
For you.
Okay.
How many new animals has Harry seen in 3 years' time?
I haven't told Jay yet, so... But pretty much a lot. All of them. Just all of them.
Like all of them.
He has to tell me whether or not certain animals are going to be available. Because I pretty much covered the whole map for the most part.
I mean, you did go to the Fae a lot, right? So there's a
The
lot there.
Feywild. It's called the Feywild, everyone.
Yeah, but the kids that go there and hang out monthly call it the Fae.
Okay, so I guess I'll start.
Yes, yeah.
So when Tatsuo saw the yellow rain and experienced it in full again, and it just got everyone, there's nothing to do but to save anyone from it, she kind of snapped and went a little bit catatonic, and then Harry had to take her away and kind of slowly take care of her while she kind of came to, because she got really upset because she thought that she was strong enough to save everyone and take revenge, and she realized that was not the case at all. So she devoted her life in the wilderness, after she kind of snapped back into it a bit. She devoted her life in the wilderness to training and becoming stronger and just destroying evil creatures, kind of seeking them out to destroy them and get stronger and train.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but because of that, she did not gain 3 fighter levels. She gained 2 fighter levels and then 1 barbarian level, because it's her rage that's driving her. So, she has some extra fighter abilities like Indomitable, but then she also gained just barbarian level 1, so she can enter rage, and she has something called unarmored defense, because her armor class was always pretty low, and it still isn't amazing, but she's not wearing armor, so she's stronger but with no armor. She's just wearing nothing. So her armor class is now 15, but
She's
no
wearing
armor.
nothing.
So the video
plain.
games were true.
That's how we live. We've been in the woods naked for months.
You know how video game armor works? You know, like the female armor's like just like
Oh,
just
right.
right
Skimpy.
here.
Well, she's
Yeah.
wearing clothes. Let's asterisk it. She's wearing clothes, regular clothes, fully clothed. But then, so when she's in rage, she gets advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and she gets an additional damage on melee weapons, which I could not put that in roll 20, so I just have to remember like +2 on damage on melee weapon damage, which is what she does, unless it's her bow. And then she has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing attacks like at her, so she'd only take half damage on those.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Cool.
And she can enter that state 2 times per long rest. So that's good. And she gets, yeah, so she always has her 2 attack actions. Yep. So that's good.
Damage dealer.
Oh, and I upped some of her stats, so that's good.
All right. So along the way, Bijou, I know you were saying you have kind of been like going in and checking in on your other delivery service members periodically, as well as with Dirk at the Rusty Spike.
Yeah.
So along the way, when you checked in with Dirk, he would have given you Davis's last project he was working on, and they were these buttons that you can sew into your clothing that have a tree image on them. He hands you. He has about 7 of them that he gives you.
Okay.
And they each have a spell imbued in them that one person can send a message to everyone else who is wearing them.
Huh. I
And
have that spell, but it's very limited. I have
The what?
Message. It's cool.
How many uses per day per person?
3 uses per day per person, or rather 3 uses per long rest. And the messages have to be 10 words or less.
Man, it's like old text messaging now. We're limited on our characters.
So have I been able to distribute these to people already?
Yes. So you would have been able to touch base where everyone would have one. Also, all the 7 sons that you've met so far have one. And Dirk, of course, has one.
Okay.
And then also, Bijou, with your time with the Wood Elves, you would have met Quilly, the 7th son for the Wood Elves.
Oh, cool.
And she would have one as well.
So it's Admus, Quilly, Duran, Byung-ho, Roman? Is Roman still alive?
Yeah, she's at the Rusty Spike.
Okay. And Leafwalker,
Bellbricks.
Bellbricks. And that's all we've found so far, right? We're just missing the high elf one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so while you guys are all kind of doing your things, you get a message through your button from Dirk. And he says, hold on, let me count out these words. It says, meet at Rusty Spike. 6 sons are here.
Oh. All right. Do we have trees in all the places to where we could just taco through these trees?
Yeah,
I mean, you guys can walk around trying to taco at random trees, but
Well, I know there's one in
I have a
Soft Hill.
network. I have a very big network of trees. So
Did you plant one in Low Keep?
yeah, oh yeah.
Did you plant
I-
one in the Wood Elf place?
I think I actually have 2 in low keep.
I know there's one in Soft Hill.
Yeah, let me know if there's one in the Wood Elf place.
Is that where you're at?
Probably.
Yeah, no, we're short a tree.
Okay, well, I'll
I'm
travel
kidding. Okay, hold on.
I'll make it work.
I thought you said,
I can move 60 feet per turn. I can get there real fast.
Bijou, I think we talked about you being at the docks on Eastport, like interrupting
right.
shipments and
That's
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you and your gang that you've assembled are kind of like cleaning up. You've got some gray uniformed army people tied up, and you're dumping out shipments into the bay when you get this message.
It's like
Can I
revolutionary.
turn to
Tea
my
Party.
Can I turn to my right hand person, who is a mountain dwarf called Brimyon, and tell him to take care of this stuff because I gotta go and he's gotta like take the prisoners back.
Yeah. He's like, oh,
Okay.
oh, all right then. Very good. And
And he's trustworthy. Like he'll get it done, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And as you're kind of walking back down the docks, you see like a cart kind of sitting up there with a very familiar face. And it's Jimmy. And he says, oh, hello. So nice to see you again. Do you need a ride somewhere?
I sure do.
Oh, where are you going back to the
Could you
east?
take me to Prine?
To the Prine? Yeah. Well, I'll take you to Prine. No problem. We can catch up.
That'd be great. How have you been, Jimmy?
Oh, so. Business has been a lot better now. A lot more shipments and stuff. A lot of carrying things on my wagon here. But
Oh yeah.
making a lot more money, so I will take you for free.
That's so nice. That's just as good a deal as I got last time.
So he takes you into Prine. As you are
Can I ask a question about Jimmy?
Yeah.
Is he doing well in business because of the armies are like using him to transport stuff?
Yes.
During our trip, can I sort of persuade him to join the resistance cause?
He said, well, I don't know about that. I got a family, I got a couple little pups to feed, if you know what I mean. But
All right. Just was wondering.
making a lot of money right now, shipping things back and forth for the armies.
Well, maybe the next time I see you, I'll have a lot of money to offer.
Well, I just go where the money is, got to take care of my family.
Where does your family live?
Oh, they live in Eastport. We're
Alright.
we're Eastport locals.
Okay. I'm just
Hate
going to keep
Eastport
that in
locals.
mind. At the end of the ride, I'm gonna pay him 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
To the Eastport Locos?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay him 50 gold pieces. And I'm gonna say,
God.
I just want you to know I'm very happy to see you again, and this 50 gold is in earnest that one day you might decide to be on the right side of history.
God. I don't know about the right side of history. I'm just ferrying things back and forth, but I appreciate the tip.
All right. Well, I'm in Prine, and I'm gonna make my way to the Rusty Spike.
All right. You see a lot of posters with your face up on them, and a lot of kind of military guards in gray uniforms on every street corner. How are you going?
I'm going to have my hood up, and I am going to, let's see. I'll probably have cast a disguise self and disguise myself as a halfling.
Okay.
A rather tall halfling. Like as tall as a halfling can be.
Like 4.5 feet.
Yeah.
Cool. What about Reeve? What are you doing when you get this message?
I go check for my brother because I was like,
For who?
my brother.
Dead.
He left without you.
Yeah. I was just like, the 6 sons are here. I go check and see if my brother's around. So I go up to the I guess I don't know where was it? It was like up the elevator
Yeah,
towards like the I guess the throne room or whatever.
the elevator.
Elevator.
Um,
And
yeah, I didn't even think of that connection. He would have told you that he was leaving
okay. So I knew he
before
was.
you got the message. Yeah.
Okay, I knew he was leaving. Maybe I didn't know. Maybe I didn't know that where he was going. And,
Maybe you were busy training and you couldn't leave right away, and you said, I'll catch up with you or something.
Okay.
Yeah, he asked you
So,
to take care of things for a few days.
All right. So
Babysit this town, the country.
am I like in charge right now?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Well, I'm going to. Can I bring along a couple folks with me?
A traveling party?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A couple warriors.
Emotional support.
Just two of my like my best pupils.
What are their names?
Oh God.
I thought these were your best.
No, I just didn't think of. I didn't think of this before.
Clearly.
I'm gonna. One of them's named is Thaddeus.
Yes.
Chattius.
No, it's gonna be Thaddeus and Bradius. No, Lucius. There
Ooh.
we go. Thaddeus
right.
and Lucius.
Thaddeus and Lucius.
Mm-hmm.
They follow along. Are you taking your Alexi?
Lexi's just it. We're not riding any steeds right now. Well, yes, I am.
All right. They can summon their own steeds as well. They
Okay.
actually also have chosen capybaras, but they're smaller.
Ooh.
They're not as powerful as Alexi.
Yes, Alexi has like some armor plating now. Looks a little more like battle worn.
So as you go through, as you approach Prine, you come up to the gates, and in a distance, the guards at the gates see 3 dwarves on capybaras riding towards the gates through the wilderness.
All right, and I left the city in control of, I guess like the second in command. I guess it would be my sister.
No, she did.
She's dead.
My
She's
my
dead.
sister's dead. Dang it, that's right. No,
I
it's
thought
all
you
coming
loved
back.
her. Your best students, now your sister. What is going on?
Well, there's I don't have any other family members, do I?
You have
Nine more.
nieces and nephews.
He
No,
said
they
they
have
died
their
earlier.
daughter.
They
Her daughter.
died earlier.
They were actually
didn't
outside
care.
when it rained.
Those are no, what?
He didn't care.
This is like in Robin Hood Men in Tights when he's like, my fish eaten by the cat. My cat choked on the fish.
This makes me really sad. I'm sad now. Oh.
It's about time.
I'm just kidding. You still have nieces and nephews and
Do I have
sisters-in-law.
do I have a niece that's older? Like which one's older?
You have a niece that's 1,000 years old.
No, like older, like older than the nephew. Which one's older?
Someone 18.
Doesn't matter. Like one of them. I'm you know what? Both of them are in charge while I'm gone.
Can we get a roll for their success?
They're twins. It's fine. Okay.
Roll for Civil War.
Yeah, they're like 15 now, so, you know.
But they're pretty capable. I mean, whatever.
You also have your sisters-in-law, your
Yeah.
brother's wife and your sister's wife.
Yes.
The queen.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave one of them in charge while I'm gone.
Sorry, Holly saw a neighbor. So how are you approaching the city here, Reeve?
We'll have cloaks up. We'll try to kind of conceal our identities, even though the capybaras kind of give us away.
I mean, you could get off them and make them disappear.
You're so
All right.
committed.
Yeah, we'll
You just summoned a regular horse.
we'll do that. We'll just kind of walk up as hooded figures.
Okay. You get stopped by 2 guards who are kind of guarding the gates. 2 halflings in gray uniforms. And I say, "What is your business here?
I've come for lodging.
Where do you travel from?"
Zone of truth.
I can't. Soft Hill.
They kind
You've
of
never been there.
they kind of look
Sorry.
at each other and like, "You were able to get out from Soft Hill? That's What is your business here in the city besides lodging?"
We're bringing goods for the army.
Roll a deception check.
You have no.
No,
sympathy.
I okay. And then
Selling arts and crafts.
like, how many guards are there? There's just 3,
2.
2.
Roll a deception check. You already said what you said.
20.
Really? They're like, "Well, that sounds totally plausible. Come on through."
Oh wow.
If I failed it, you know what I was gonna do? And then they'd be like, "Here are my goods," and I pull out my sword and just like, or like my anyway.
But that didn't happen.
It didn't happen, so we're good. Okay. So they let me in?
They let you into the city. You see your face on wanted posters along with all your friends plastered all over the city. And you see guards kind of walking on almost every single street corner.
Okay. Well, me and my 2 companions, Thaddeus and Lucius, we make our way towards the Rusty Spike.
Okay.
But in like back alleyways. You know, we just go down back alleys and stuff.
All right, roll a stealth check.
I have my sneaky boots on, so I have advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good thing. 17 plus 17
Okay.
plus my stealth. What is my stealth? 2. No. Is it 2?
You have to look at your
Yeah.
modifiers.
Sorry, I'm using the electronic version now, so it's a little different. I got 19.
All right. So you guys kind of sneak and make your way through back alleys. You do come awfully close to, you kind of like come around a corner and you see this group of soldiers. One of them who's like pretty stacked and like carries a big old sword, and then a couple archers and a couple guys with spears.
Are these like stacked halflings?
Yeah.
Like two halflings on top of each other in a
No.
coat?
No.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I'm just sorry.
but you are able to successfully evade them and make your way into the Rusty Spike.
Okay.
Tatsu and Harry, where are you guys when you get your message?
I haven't seen Totswell for I don't know, like 20 minutes or so, but wandering in the woods, I picked up a stray cat and I am chilling with my dragon in Easton. And then I get this message, and I'm going to casually go straight into the tree closest to me with my 2 pals. And I'm going to head to the Rusty Spike.
The dragon and the cat.
Yep.
After Tatsu was just taking a pee break, you just leave her.
Yep.
All right.
I spent like 20 minutes.
Tatsu, what are you doing?
Figuring it out. She's on her way.
How?
Walking.
Walking from Easton all the way to the Rusty Spike?
Yes.
So
through
she's gonna miss the meeting.
through the mountains, through...
Yeah, let's roleplay this.
Something
Okay,
like that.
let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm down to watch.
Isn't there
I
a
think you
tree?
can make it, Tatsuo.
Is there not a tree in Easton?
No.
There's
No.
4.
She's going by foot alone through the mountains. I want to see how this goes.
Oh my god. Okay.
She was the cat.
Aaron, what is wrong with you?
I can't keep it up.
Gosh.
They're putting me on the spot.
God. Way to ruin what was actually working.
How is it working? Hang on 1 second. Let me get her out of the window.
Oh, Holly.
No one needs your help.
Did you polymorph Tatsuo into a cat?
Yeah. She
That's
wanted
cute.
it. She wanted to be a cat. And I told her Jay was going to ruin it by questioning what she's going to do.
She can still be a cat. It's not ruined. She's
No,
got an
I
hour.
know. But she wanted it to be like a surprise kind of thing. And yeah.
Oh.
She was gonna be.
She spilled
what's her
the
name
beans.
from Harry Potter.
No, absolutely not. She's not a teacher. She's a
What was-
barbarian.
Miss McGonagall.
She's a barbarian.
Hey, that's Professor McGonagall to you.
Yeah,
Professor.
she is a professor. Let's
right.
come on. She worked hard for
Yeah.
that.
Because that's a easy way to sneak in. No one would suspect a cat.
No
Well,
one was suspecting it until you told them.
All right, Harry, you pop right up through the tree at the Rusty Spike in the courtyard.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna head in.
I'm probably walking by at that point, and I go, "Gah!"
Why would you?
Oh, hello, Harold. You
Well-
frightened me.
What? You called me Harold.
I thought that was what you go by now.
I haven't seen you in years.
I've seen you. How'd you get that pin then, huh?
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
Last time we met, you called yourself Harold, so I'm only trying to be respectful.
It's been that long.
Yeah.
I'm Harry
So you're back
now.
to Harry.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice to meet you, Harry.
Thank you. Nice to
Where's
meet you as well.
Tatsuo? Who's your friend?
She's the this is Judy. Judy's my pal.
Can I pet Judy?
I wouldn't.
Oh, but I'm so good with animals. I'm gonna scritch Judy.
Wait, Judy's the dragon,
behind the
right?
ear.
Yeah.
No. I was asking about the cat.
Well, you've been eyeballing my dragon quite a bit here.
You know, I forgot you had your dragon with you.
You're trying to
I
pet
only-
Judy here, and Judy's all excited.
All right. Well, I'll pet Judy.
Well, no, don't. No. It's probably best you don't. Let's not. Yeah, go ahead and, yeah, this is, I don't know, some stray that followed me here.
Which
It's
one's
cute.
being pet? Is it
You
the
are.
cat? Okay.
The cat.
The cat does nothing.
It doesn't even purr.
No.
That's weird. Let's go in.
As you guys get to the front door, and Reeve kind of like pops up right with his little two friends at the same time.
Ew.
Hello, everyone.
So,
How's it going?
Well-
See you have a posse.
Yes, this is Lucius and Thaddeus. They're just like they just nod their heads. We're all very serious now.
Ah.
oh, what a bummer. Let's go in. Where's Tatsuo? Didn't she get the message?
What message?
That the 7 sons are here, well, the 6 sons, and we're all supposed to be here. I thought she was traveling with you.
Oh, I don't know.
Meow.
I'll try to call her again. I'm gonna press my button and be like, Tatsuo, get to Prine as fast as you can. Please don't try walking through the
That's
mountains
more
alone.
10 words. That's more than 10 words. Can't do that.
Get here
Bijou
quickly.
doesn't count.
Do
Bijou-
not
Bijou
walk
just-
through mountains.
Yeah, Bijou never counts. Bijou just says as much as the button will pick up.
And you can count on me meeting you in the parking lot.
You're full of good quotes today.
Sorry. Okay.
All right, as you guys go to the door and you kind of knock on it, a great big hulking ogre opens it up. Not ogre, sorry. Orc opens it up, and the orc is just kind of like, "Who you?"
Do I know this orc?
No.
Do I know this orc?
No.
I'm here for
Doesn't
a
hurt
drink.
to ask.
Cat Tatsuo just runs in under its feet.
Thank you. That's what I wanted. I'm gonna unpolymorph her.
The orc says, bar closed.
That can't be true. Dirk never closes. Let me talk to Dirk. He owes me money.
No, Dirk. Hey, what's going on over there? Hey, what's going on? Oh, Tatsuo, nice to see you here. And Dirk kind of walks up to unpolymorphed Tatsuo.
Hello, Dirk.
In between his legs.
What?
What?
The cat was between his legs when I unpolymorphed her.
That's awkward.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Well, she like squeaked in like a cork. Can we say that? You know, like when a cork shoots out, just goes pew.
I mean, if that's the noise you want to make when he sees you.
Like a
Ew.
All right. So, Dirk is like, he goes, Grok, what are you doing? These are our friends. These are the people we've been waiting for. And the orc kind of turns around and says, friends. Oh,
He sounds like Ludo from Labyrinth.
his friends. And he kind of like moves aside and lets you all in.
What's his name? I didn't catch it.
Grok.
Grok.
Gruk.
Isn't that the
Rock.
name of the rock monster in Galaxy Quest?
I don't think they gave it a name. Oh, wait. Yeah, they do. They chant it. Yeah.
They're like, Grak, Grak, Grak.
Jay, you're going to have to edit all that out.
No, but you can check out the Galaxy Quest episode of the VCR Kids.
I love that movie, though. Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It's so good.
Never give up. Never surrender.
So Dirk says, oh, sorry about that. That was me. That's me cousin from the mountains. He came to visit and I put him to work. Things have been a little bit hairy here. No offense, Mr. Harry, sir. Not that kind of hairy.
None
But-
taken. None taken.
Ever since the halflings came, they've been kind of burgeoning into every business, so had to hire some extra muscle, if you know what I mean.
Fair enough.
He kind of leads you in to a table, and you guys see all the sons that you have met so far kind of sitting around. You see the Reeve, you see your brother Dron sitting there dressed in his finest, and he kind of nods at you, and he says, "Who's taking care of the city?"
Don't worry, it's in good hands.
You didn't leave it with one of your silly little students, did you?
Of course not.
Okay, good.
No
That's-
offense, Lucius. No offense, thanks.
Yeah, no offense, boys. Okay, well, that's fine. Byung-ho kind of stands up and he kind of, when everyone approaches, and kind of like does a little head bow. You see Admus kind of come up and he is, oh, it's these guys, and he gives a big old punch to Reeve. He says, so good to see you. I haven't seen you in years.
And
How are things down in the south with you?
they're
Sorry,
going
I
all
was
right.
doing Dirk's voice, but
Oh, it's okay. They're going all right. The city's still under siege, but we're holding them back. And I take my fist and just pound his chest like that.
whoa, that's a little personal.
Hey,
All right.
so
Bellbrix stands up on her chair because she's so small, a little halfling. He's like, how is everyone doing? Luckily the foothills are still pretty safe. We haven't really been we've been able to fight off most of the invasion. Haven't been taken over yet.
Wow.
Helps that we're an island.
Oh yeah.
not really, they're not really able to lay siege, and we're able to kind of grow our own food and everything like that.
That's wonderful.
Roman looks over at you all and says, "Did you bring my bats?"
One isn't the wacky one still alive?
No, you ate that one.
I feel like if we did we have one left?
I think we had the wacky one.
left.
We had the wacky one left, but
I'm sure I would have flown it to Prine.
Tatsuo ate it. Tatsuo ate it the first year. It was the first winter, actually.
Oh no!
I'm sure I would have flown it back.
Yeah, y'all left it at Easton.
Yeah, but I visited Prine,
Yeah. Okay.
so I probably would have tied up that loose end for the group. Unless somebody else has a thing they would rather do.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, there
I like
goes
that idea.
that funny, awkward moment then.
Well, I'm
Of
sorry.
it being eaten or returning it?
But what would you like to happen,
No,
Jay?
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I thought Tatsuo ate it. I don't know what the hell she ate.
No.
She ate something. She ate
She's a
someone's
barbarian
bat.
now. She's a barbarian now. She eats
Heart
everything.
barbarian. She's a heart barbarian.
Yeah, but fully at heart.
Which part?
I don't
Her heart.
know the part that thinks.
Well, I was thinking the part that eats things.
All right. Well, so Dirk kind of comes over and he says, "Listen, it's I think it's time to refocus our efforts. We've all been kind of a little bit aimless and trying to recover, but these halflings are really taking over pretty much everything now, and things here have not been good in Prine, and I think we need you all now more than ever. I, for one, still believe the prophecy and still believe that it can come true with the help of all of you. And I know that my good friend Davis, he thought the same thing."
Can I ask a DM question?
Mm-hmm.
Since I've been running between governments, has there been any sort of talk of like resisting, like as far as like uniting the armies and starting some sort of campaign?
No, because the places that are like the places that have fallen, like their armies have pretty much wiped out, and then the other ones are under siege and are kind of like trapped where they're at, and not having a
Okay.
lot of like communication between.
Is there any?
All right.
Are there any pockets of resistance, other than like the places that are just under siege?
Yeah, I mean, Bijou's kind of helped start up a small resistance army that's been living underground in most of the like the bigger cities like Prine, and there's little pockets in like Ortan and stuff, but they have to stay super secret because.
So I think we should pick one place that's trying to fend off a siege and everybody unite to liberate them, and then pick another target and just sort of keep working through. But I think we should need to help the cities that are in the middle of the fights.
So shouldn't we start here?
Well, this city's overrun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
This city's already been taken, but let's go to one that hasn't fallen yet and relieve them. Let's relieve the siege and bring supplies and attack the armies from the back.
Well, it seems that I was able to sneak through the siege at Soft Hill pretty easily. I mean, I was riding a capybara with 3 other folks or 2 other guys.
you would have
So
you would have had like a secret tunnel to get out.
Oh, right, okay.
My question is, what city has the biggest army that if we free them first, then they can be a greater help for other cities? Or what city has the best supplies that we could liberate and recover first?
Duran kind of speaks up. He says, "Well, Reeve has been helping to train some soldiers for us, and we have a rather large army. It is currently, of course, trying to defend from the siege, but it's it's relatively strong still. And then Admis, he kind of, not to be outdone, is like, and of course you got the army up in the north as well. We're still intact.
The army in the north.
And we sure won't be outshone by any southern dwarves.
But both me, Thaddeus, and Lucius all just kind of grunt.
What are your eyebrows doing?
They're all various shapes and wiggling and stuff. Yeah. Well, I do believe the mountain dwarves are also under siege as well.
Dirk kind of speaks up and says, before all of this went down, there was a huge recruitment effort for the dragon army. I don't know if you all remember that or not.
I do.
But there was a really large army that was sent to Rootdale. I don't know if any of them are still around. Maybe we could recruit some of them for the effort.
I would love that.
I don't know if you guys want to go to Rootdale.
Why? Have you been?
Rootdale has a big old red friend that lives there, and we shouldn't.
Still?
I mean, as of Jay,
3 years ago.
Jay, when was the last time we went?
1 month ago.
As of a month ago. He was not very happy to see us either. Quick in and out,
Well, what if we took a small... So, you didn't see the army?
No.
They're all dead?
Came right up on the shore, saw the dragon, planted a tree, and got the heckin' out.
Well, what if we did a sort of stealth mission to scout? I could scout it out.
Sure, that tree's not there anymore.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, the dragon took care of it. I would assume, could have been a Yeti for all I know.
All right, well, I guess that's a bust.
Well,
I'll take one of you over there if you want to go over there. I don't plan to stick around on land very long.
I just want to see where the army is, and I don't think a small stealth mission would be a bad idea.
what about...
I mean, you didn't even look for the army when you were there, so we have no information.
I'm sorry, you go take a trip out there.
No, I'm just
Go
saying.
ahead and survey for a couple days. Let's see how long you last.
Might.
There you go. Let's find that army.
what about the seventh son?
That's where he is. I probably saw him in the dream. He was wearing the same...
As he comes up in
medallion.
topic, I'm going to slowly pull out a steak that I keep in my back pocket and just kind of gently rub it.
Well, like a wooden steak or like an actual meat steak?
I don't know. Maybe you should do a perception check.
Jay, do I see it? Is it meat? What do you want me to do?
What's in his hand, damn it?
What's in his hand?
I guess it would be a wooden stake.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right? Because I'm assuming he's not there right now. Because if he is, I would be a little more alert.
Wait, I'm lost. Who are we talking about here? The vampire?
What vampire? We're talking about the seventh son.
Oh, I don't know what is the deal with the steak?
Harry, if you have information, now would be the time.
We've been through this. I've told you everything I know. I'm waiting on Jay to respond.
To what? What am I responding to?
Never
I don't
mind.
know.
Stop trying to bait people into doing weird things like that we don't know about.
Are you in character right now?
No, I'm telling you, Ian.
All right. Okay.
You're like goading Andrew. Make a perception
I don't
check.
know what's going on. It's like,
None of us are following what you're
don't
doing,
know.
Ian.
That's
you gotta
fine.
help us out.
That's
You gotta
fine.
help us out.
It's between Jay and I wanted to know if my friend was there.
Was that Rootdale?
I don't remember where he was. All I know is he's one of the sons.
He was-
And there's 6 sons here right now. So is he the
wasn't he in
7th?
Prime? the last time you met him?
Yeah, he was sneaking into
I wasn't
on the
there,
rooftop and stuff, and
No, he wasn't one of the sons. He knows the son. He was hunting him. There's multiple
Are you saying
vampires.
this-
There's
are
a
you
lot
saying
of
this in
vampires.
character? Are you saying this in character?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. I just want to know, Jay, is he here?
In the tavern?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. That's all I need to know.
Wait. Which one is that?
I forgot his name. He's just a vampire and he's one of the sons.
Yeah, I know, but because I've got the list of them, so he would be 9 on the list. So I just want to get it clear.
He would be the high elf one.
Okay, so he's the Rootdale. Yeah. With the
All right.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I knew which was which, because otherwise we were up to 9, and I was like, okay.
Because we have Queely, Admus, Jiron, Byung-ho, Roman, Belbrix, and then Unknown. Because Harry hasn't shared information that the rest of us really need to know.
And then there's also a possible sibling of Tosis, a descendant of Zula. Like the halfling,
Yeah, who I think is probably heading up all of this.
probably. Bad, you know. There's like that. Yeah, that one's 8. So I just
So-
wanted to figure out which one was being hunted by the vampire.
All right, Reeve, you would have seen the stake, and you also were there for the conversation with the other vampire.
Mhm.
So you should make that connection.
Oh, what was the vampire's name again? I forgot.
Nilo.
Nilo.
Thank you, Nilo.
Okay,
Nilo's
okay.
hunting Fam.
Yes.
Fam. His name's Fam. Okay. Okay.
Is Fam the 7th son?
Yes. But you guys aren't supposed to know his name.
Well, I know, because
Well,
this is out of character.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Let's
stop
get back
talking
in
out of
character so we can
character.
play the
okay.
game.
So I see the stake, and I ask Harry, "Is Nilo here?"
Oh, I don't see him. I don't see him. I'm more worried about a colleague of ours, an old friend, also a vampire. It's
Now
He's
I'm
not as
confused.
nice.
I don't know who you're talking
You know about Fam. You were there when they were talking about it,
about. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
but you didn't make that. You haven't made the connection about him being a 7th son.
yeah.
You're telling me that the 7th son is a vampire?
Yeah, probably.
I get really confused. I'm in like this kind of like catch-22 a little bit in my head. Ugh.
It's fine.
Do the others know?
About
No.
the 7th son?
Byung-ho
ahead,
says,
Jason.
"Well, we're all sitting around a table, so we know now."
Yeah.
Why have you withheld this information from us, Harry?
Because he was an old friend and I didn't want Bijou and you going and killing him.
Why would I have killed him? I have no interest in killing anyone. I'm trying to find the 7 sons to end all of this.
I mean,
He's a bloodthirsty vampire.
That would have kept him alive, if anything. So weird, Harry.
I mean, I know I would have killed him, but hey,
See? Thank you. Take notes, Bijou. A murderous
don't-
vampire comes at you. You're probably going to kill
I
him.
mean, you could have shared it with
include
everybody
me.
else.
No need.
All right, so how do we get this last one? Because we can't, and the prophecy says all 7 have to be together. So we have to save him.
Does anyone know about a vampirism cure?
I wonder if the elves at Moon Lake. I haven't been able to get in. I've tried, but
Is he gone? Is he evil?
I don't know.
When one is a vampire,
Yeah, he's a bloodthirsty vampire.
he's at least very hungry. And that doesn't make me very nice, so I can't imagine being a vampire.
unless he happens to be living off the blood of animals such as deer.
He's not.
Or unicorn?
Dirk speaks up. He's like, "Are you talking about Mr. Fam?"
Yeah, Mr. Fam.
Oh,
How does-
he's
he
very
knows.
evil. I know about Mr. Fam. I know about Mr. Nilo and Mr. Fam and Miss Mermosa. May she rest in peace. May they all rest in peace, I suppose.
Did Fam have family?
I don't know if he had family. He had a kind of a partner that he used to run around with all the time. Another urchin. What was his name? He's kind of like scratching his head trying to think of it. It was another elf, if I remember correctly. I believe his name was
Good stall.
Perrin.
Terran?
Perrin.
With a T?
Perrin with a P.
Perrin. With a P.
But I haven't heard of him in a long time. He might have gone to join the dragon army. I know they were recruiting a bunch of urchins.
All right. So we need to track down Fam. And we need to, if Fam is evil, we need to hold Fam hostage and convince Fam to join us. Somehow. We have to trap a vampire, guys. And Harry, I don't want to kill him. That's the last thing I want to do. Because he apparently didn't have children, so then the line ends.
I don't know. You seem like you were ready to kill me if I became a werewolf back in the day.
I wasn't going to kill you. I would probably avoid you. I'm not the killy one. Why are you assuming I'm the one that's going to just kill?
Because Reeve is open about it. And Tatsuo just kills to kill sometimes. I know
not
what to expect
Tatsuo.
from them. I don't know what to expect from you.
I'm not violent.
But you'll fight evil.
Well, yeah, because I don't want to die.
Yeah, so we can leave Fam alone. We don't need to hunt down Fam.
We do. The prophecy says we need all 7 sons, and none of this will ever end.
Just why don't we just kill some halflings?
There's so many.
Can I make one more point? The
Yes, please.
my spies in the underground have gathered some information that they think that the halflings are still operating off of some unknown location that no one knows about. There doesn't seem to be any sort of headquarters in any country or city or area that we've been able to find. So I think probably if I had to come up with a plan of attack, I would maybe try and find the 7th son, as you all are talking about. I think that's a great place to start. Maybe we can gather some armies from, like you were talking about, Bijou, from some of the armies that still exist and some of the resistance fighters that you've put together. And then we probably have to find the head of the snake, wherever that is, and cut it off.
Yeah.
Swear to goodness, if it's Fam.
I don't think Fam's the head of the snake. It seems to be all halflings.
There's got to be a halfling king or queen somewhere that we need to kill them.
Well, there's another place where they splintered off when their gods fought or something, because Belbrix, where she lives in the foothills, they're pretty nice, unless they poison you the first night they meet you.
She blushes.
But they don't know about the other halflings. Like, they must all live somewhere else and come from somewhere else. Like, there's another nation we don't know about.
Didn't we see some of this in the Feywild?
No, all we know is that they had been there and struck a deal with Oberon, who loves mischief and would have just helped them without really caring for the consequences. So they had been there, but they don't live there.
Well, I think maybe if we travel to find the vampire scum.
All of a sudden, Dirk
Okay,
kind of like
stop
stands
right there.
up and he's like, "Gruck, what do you do? Gruck, you go potty outside. Gruck, come on. This isn't a nice bar. Oh, come on. Excuse me, guys.
I'm gonna cast.
Gross.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to clean up the
Is it poop?
poopy.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna use prestidigitation.
Good thing Tatsuo wasn't under him.
She's not a cat anymore.
And then you guys hear a knock at the door, but it's like in a secret code knock, and everyone is kind of like quiet and freezes for a second. And Dirk goes up. Is actually at the back door. Dirk gets up and he kind of opens it, and you see, Bijou. You know a couple of your band of resistance members are at the door, and they say, "We have some prisoners who were causing a ruckus and said that they saw Duran, the Kulisevskis in the city. We captured them and tried to keep them quiet, but they were causing quite a bit of a stir. And they bring in two little figures with bags over their heads, and they lift up the bags, and you guys see Kyle and Bile. And we're gonna end this episode here, and we'll talk to y'all next week.
Oh my god.
man.
Okay.
Shoulder.
Cats.
Radio.